And that's what constitutional amendments are for, and we ought to start making the case today.
It's not quite no more Mr. Nice Guy, but in Iowa, Pete Buttigieg is starting to draw some contrasts with rivals like Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden.
Vice President Biden has been talking about the idea that we can't afford to take a risk on somebody new.
In a one-on-one interview with News 9, Buttigieg says it's not personal. He just thinks it's time to help voters make a decision.
Well, we've reached the point where it's critical for folks to see the choices in front of them. And of course, I respect and appreciate everyone running for president, but we have very different approaches. Vice President Biden is saying that we can't afford to take the risk of having somebody new. I believe we can't afford the risk of going back to the same playbook.
Some of the novelty may have worn off between Buttigieg and the Democratic electorate, but he is still a big draw. Lauren Lacefield Lewis came from Texas to see her chosen candidate.
I'm not a person who ever in her whole life has done anything with politics, and I've been like taking off work, getting on a plane, and coming to encourage people to participate in the caucuses.
The former South Bend mayor has shown an incredible ability to keep exceeding expectations in this race, but now that it's time to show and not tell, he knows he still has a lot to prove.
You know, I think a lot of the folks I'm seeing on the trail, more than anything, just want to be sure that we are prepared to win in an election that's going to be the fight of our lives.
And one of the big differences you notice right off the bat between Iowa and New Hampshire is the intensity of the volunteers here. Of course, the caucus is a much more public and communal event. So those volunteers, you get a lot more of a rah-rah feel here compared to the Granite State. Tom?
All right, well, Adam, let's talk about another big development today. John Delaney dropping out of the race. He, of course, was the first Democrat to launch his campaign. Why would he do that so close to the caucuses?
Tom, putting in a lot of time, of course, as you mentioned, being on the campaign trail since 2017. No word yet on exactly why this happened so close to the caucuses. As you note, it's kind of rare to see it like this, but this was a candidate who, unfortunately for him, just failed to connect, Tom.